How do we know that our programs are effective? We have an external evaluator who comes in to evaluate our educational programs. For the last 3 years since we've had AmeriCorps, we've focused on STEM subjects. So our 2017-18 evaluation demonstrates 76% of students shown an increase or maintained a high score in mathematics from first to fourth 9 weeks, and 81% of students showed an increase in science. In 2018 and 19, 68% of students showed an increase in math and 81% showed an increase in science. Academic and personal enrichment are definitely not mutually exclusive. Last year, Noah Sadler, an AmeriCorps member, assisted in the Boys and Girls Club recording studio. The club kids created their own songs and beats using GarageBand. One song created by members was titled, "I Like School." The club kids performed the song at the middle school open house. Noah was the only person proficient in the club using GarageBand. He used his talent to reach the kids in a way that helped them creatively express the importance of academics. This would not have been possible without AmeriCorps.
They ask me why I like to go to school, so I can learn the tools. I like gym, science, math, and reading too. Reading too, 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 reading too. They ask me why I like to go to school, so I can learn the tools. I like writing, sports, and other things that we do, 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 that we do.
I like sports, football, and balling on the court. Classmates and making good grades. I like science, scoring things, climate change, temperature range, using my brain. Study to keep me from losing my brain. Moving, improving, when I get big, I can make a change. School, can't lose, improve my community, man.
I love math, listen to me and get on the right path. Don't be a dropout, go to school, never be a fool. You gotta learn the tools if you wanna succeed. You gotta read and write to go to college, alright? I make good grades on every report card. I know my knowledge is gonna take me real far.
I like math, figure them digits. Call me mathematician, reading and writing. Heighten my vocabulary, comprehension like common sense. It's not coming, but oh yes, I'm bomb in science. I like school and school sports, football games. It's crazy, it's amazing. Mega darts from top set. Running every day, can't stop that. School, rising on the horizon. Keep learning and rising to the occasion. No matter situation, stay focused, build for success. I expect nothing less. Math, reading, writing, and science. I go hard on every subject and study hard. In above it, school and I love it. Sports and all, on the court I ball, and on the field I'm real. Classmates winning, teachers I love to learn, and I love to learn.
They ask me why I like to go to school, so I can learn the tools. I like gym, science, math, and reading too. Reading too, 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 reading too. They ask me why I like to go to school, so I can learn the tools. I like writing, sports, and other things that we do, 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 that we do.
I like science, give me knowledge, prepare me for college. I like PE, keeps me in shape and natural. Reading comprehension, that's the way it captures my attention. Pay attention and listen, so I can figure the equations. Now it's just amazing, calculator. I love to learn bookworms. Pretty boy swag, first day of school, and when I'm in school, I follow the rules. You already know that I make the football team. Second period, go to jail. Plus I got the window town. My grades stay tight, when I run, yeah I might. But when I'm going, I never lose sight. Science is my favorite subject. I like going to school, what you with it? My friends keep me laughing. Education is my passion. Knowledge is the key to success. So I strive for the best. I strive for the best.
They ask me why I like to go to school, so I can learn the tools. I like gym, science, math, and reading too. Reading too, 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 reading too. They ask me why I like to go to school, so I can learn the tools. I like writing, sports, and other things that we do, 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 that we do. They ask me why I like to go to school, so I can learn the tools. I like gym, science, math, and reading too. Reading too, 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 reading too. They ask me why I like to go to school, so I can learn the tools. I like writing, sports, and other things that we do, that we do, that we do, that we do, that we do.
The COVID-19 challenge. All of our students are working from home trying to navigate their own education. Many parents have expressed they do not understand the schoolwork and are unable to help their children with their schoolwork. So how are our AmeriCorps members continuing to serve? AmeriCorps Remote Services. Our AmeriCorps members are continuing to serve our students during this COVID-19 crisis. Every child enjoys being read to. One example of service is through providing virtual accelerated reading virtual read-alongs. Accelerated Reader is a program for all of our students to assist with comprehension. AmeriCorps members are creating virtual read-alongs. We found a site that has digital accelerated reader books, and we're having the AmeriCorps members read along. This helps students with their accelerated reading, and it maintains a connection between our AmeriCorps members and our students.
This book is worth half a point for AR and is for readers kindergarten through 3rd grade. Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon, and there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and 2 little kittens, and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house, and a young mouse, and a comb, and a brush, and a bowl full of mush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, "Hush." Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens, and good night, mittens. Good night, clocks, and good night, socks. Good night, little house, and good night, mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, "Hush." Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. And that is the end of Good Night, Moon.